I got a date with the lady, man. So cool if we kind of jump in. I want to audit a few things and make sure that's something I can even really help with.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. So usually what I like to understand when I talk to agency owners is like lead flow based on ad spend, conversion rates, all that stuff. So walk me through what you're doing right now when it comes to like paid ads.
Primarily Meta.
Okay.
Um, Kind of tried some organic stuff, didn't really pay out.
Okay.
So I think we're about 100 to 150 bucks a day
Okay.
on ads.
Sweet. So what's that like 3K a month? 35?
Yeah, about three to four,
Three to four a month.
somewhere like that on average.
Okay. And then from that ad spend, like what would you say you're booking in terms of like calls per week? Just ballpark.
In terms of actual booked calls, maybe, I mean, it kind of varies, but maybe like 5 to 8 would
Okay.
be the average per week.
Per week. And you're obviously taking your own sales calls.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So 5 day book, how many of those show?
Like 65, 70%.
Okay. It's not terrible there. So let's say you booked 8, 5 showed up. How many are you closing per week?
Well, I mean, I'm usually on like a 2 call close. So
Oh, okay.
from like the 5 that show up, let's say maybe we'll get 1 or 2 booked for a demo.
Why are you doing the 2 step?
It's a good question. I don't know. I think these guys have kind of just been all over the place
Okay.
in terms of like working with agencies in the past. And I don't know. I guess I haven't really tried to like 1 call close them, but I just try to build some trust and
Why not? I mean, why not just go over the 1 call?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like maybe we're just not laying things out to the point where they feel like
Yeah.
they should make the decision right then and there, as opposed to like,
Mhm.
hey, let's just look at this together more in detail,
Okay.
a day from now.
That's good to know because that's something we can look at. Because 1 call closing, while there is skill involved, it's also like a process issue, right? Where we want to ensure people are like indoctrinated with our content enough that we can do a 1 call close without like having to deal with unnecessary objections and then risk a refund anyway. So you're closing around 2 a week, is that what you said?
No, out of those that show, I mean, I think overall we have like a 25% close rate.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So
yeah.
how many clients are you signing a week?
A week, maybe 1. I think we sign like
Okay.
anywhere from like 2 to 4, maybe 5 a month.
Okay. And how are you pricing yourself?
Our average, we have a few tiers, but I think our average is right around 2K a month.
Okay, but and it's ongoing for how long?
They either have month-to-month contracts or we sell 3-month packages where they
Okay.
get a little bit of a discount.
Like so 3 month upfront or month to month.
Correct.
Okay, cool. So what are you averaging in monthly rev?
Right now we're around like jumping between like 15 and 18 a
Okay.
month.
Okay. So 15 to 18, 25% close rate. So thing with like being an offer owner at the size that you are is like every deal that we lose is obviously the difference between an extra 6 grand or 10 grand a month or whatever it is. Like over the last, let's say month, if you're to say, because like you're not taking a crazy amount of calls. How many deals do you feel like you could have closed but you didn't because you didn't know how to get people over the line when it mattered?
I mean, I don't know like specific numbers, but I just like for the amount of people I talk to on a
Yeah.
weekly basis, like how many demos we're booking, it's just, I don't know. Like I just can't, it's that first call, that really is like a struggle for me.
What do
then
you
I'm
mean? What do you mean struggle?
Well, I just feel like I can't get them. These guys are like blue collar guys. It's hard to like get them to open up. So I feel like I'm not really like probing deep to like get them to feel like, hey, this is something I need to act on yesterday, as opposed to,
Okay.
yeah, we'll see if it makes sense, kind
Okay, so we're not building urgency because we don't know what to exactly look for on that first call.
of. Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
I got you. Okay. So, but even then, like, right, if we were to improve our close rate, and you tell me, because I don't want to like come up with a random number that isn't true. Like over the last month, if you were to think about how many deals like you had close to closing, but you didn't, like put a number to it.
Honestly, I think easily 10K. Like, I think with the amount of volume that we have, like, if we didn't change the amount of leads that we had and we
Okay.
kind of just like dialed in a system,
Cool.
easily would be another 10K.
Okay, and that's with just current lead flow. Like
Yes.
that's without changing anything else. Like if we improved our closing, we'd be able to capture an extra $10,000 in recurring a month.
Yeah.
Right. So that's like puts you an extra 120 per year. But obviously, like if we want to scale this thing past like 30, 40K, right, we're not just going to pocket all that. Like if we were able to capture an extra 10K a month, what would you actually invest that into in terms of the business?
I mean, I would just double down on ads. I think
Bingo.
if we can fix that issue,
Yeah.
like there's no reason why we can't hit 50K,
Yeah.
relatively.
That's the biggest thing. When I work with agency guys like you, it's like the reason you have, maybe I should ask you, what's the main reason why you haven't already doubled your ad spend?
Because honestly, I think I'm just afraid of dealing with a lot of people and not closing them, so not making money and losing more time.
Bingo. Exactly. Because if we improve our close rate and if we improve the qualification process, you're going to have more confidence to actually like invest not only what you have, but more money that you're making into ads. And then actually at that point, like, do you see how much like more of a likelihood it is to actually hit that first 40, 50K month?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just like inevitable at that point. So I guess from what you've seen from me, right? Because like I'm gonna help you with sales, I'm gonna help you with the sales process, but I'm not an ads guy. I can give you feedback, but it's not my wheelhouse, right? But what was it that you've seen from me that made you feel like, hey, maybe it's time to actually up level my skill set around sales versus what most what agency guys do is just like, I just need more leads. Like what has you considering like working with someone like me?
Because I've been in the ad space for so long, not just for myself but for clients, and it's like there's just certain bottlenecks that ad spend can't fix, and so it's like we're kind of just, I don't know, I feel like we're in a sinking ship, and no matter how many like buckets of water I'm throwing over, we're still sinking. So it's like until we can patch those problems,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense, because it's like a revolving door of clients where like I know we could easily secure more deals with what we have and like actually move this thing forward. Like it's a no-brainer to me. Like
Cool.
I just know sales is like right now it's the most important thing in the business.
Yeah, and kudos to you, man, because when you realize that you are a sales first organization up until you're doing $1 million a month, like then you'll actually take that skill set seriously. Because like you probably seen so many business owners that just think because they have a good offer, people are going to buy it, and then they just like drop the ball on so many calls. You've worked with other business coaches, yeah?
Yeah, I have here and there, like nothing, I don't know, like I didn't really see anything like drastically different.
Oh, what was that?
I don't know, I just felt like I didn't really, it was kind of just like a lot of generic stuff. Honestly, it just wasn't very hands-on. Like I felt like I was in a group and I, maybe could ask a question here or there, but I didn't have like a tailored approach. I didn't have anybody like in my corner really, and so I kind of felt like I wasn't getting the most out of maybe what we could have been doing.
Okay, so I guess what would be like what you're looking for in like your next coach? Like what would work really well for you based on like the past experience of like what was and wasn't delivered?
Accountability,
Okay.
One.
What does that actually mean for you though? Everyone throws that around.
Well, I just like, the like generic approach, the general advice doesn't really work, and like
Okay.
I don't know, I feel like everyone's kind of like fluffing each other a little bit, and I like I like the questions you've asked, to like deep dive into the business and like make me look at the problem through a different angle, because maybe I'm like too focused on one thing and I'm not realizing that we have a fire like overheat.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's first and foremost, and then the other thing would just be like having somebody hands-on, like somebody I can talk to.
Cool.
Pretty consistently.
Cool. I will say, please don't text me after 10 p.m. I'm just messing
Don't worry,
with
I'm not like her crazy ex-girlfriend.
you. So I think for you,